Okay, we are live. Sorry for being a little bit late, but I had to make lunch, and as you can see right here, this is what it looks like for anyone that wants a sneak peek before I gobble it all down. This is a two ribeye steaks I seasoned with parsley, salt, and pepper, and then I put in some cabbage leaves and then some tomatoes seasoned with olive oil, garlic, and Himalayan salt. So, I apologize. I was originally supposed to start this stream a little bit later, but unfortunately, I have to head out. I have to head out earlier than expected, so that way I can attend a conference later on. So just like you, Donuts, just like how you're in a meeting, I'm going to be heading to a conference as well, and I have to sort of rush a little bit. But at least everything worked out pretty well right now. So I'm going to be doing what's called a bittersweet opening today because two of the packages, one of them is going to involve something bitter, and then the other one's going to involve something sweet. So let's start with the bitter part first. So this first package I have is from a company called Molecular, which is a German company that specializes in terms of certain vitamins and minerals, which are highly potent and very good for cleaning out your body. So we're going to start by opening this one up first and seeing what's inside. This one will be pretty easy. Okay, so we got a scoop here. What else is in there? We got this. Awesome. And looks like that's what's left of the package. So what we have here is what's called NMN, or nicotinamide mononucleotide. This is, for those who don't know, this is actually a product that's used to help reverse DNA damage in your body. And the reason why that's a good thing is because that basically means that it actually helps you age slowly and reverses any free radicals that are in your system, thus making you look younger for longer, and thus also making you look more attractive, more youthful, and more easy to vulcanize the whoopee stick in the ham wallet. Hey, Cement, how are you? Glad you can be here. So this is what we have here. And this is actually, I'm going to be saving for an emergency use, when I run out of my other vitamins. I've actually been stocking up on a lot of vitamins for the past couple of months because I want to make sure that, that I don't get involved in any sort of health problems in the future. Now we go on to number two. This is the sweet part. And the reason why it's sweet is because it's going to involve making some sweet things. And unfortunately, this is something that Donuts may be able to relate to a lot. And you'll find out why. What exactly are those? So this is, so as I said before, these are pouches of nicotinamide mononucleotide. So it's a powder that's used to detox your body. All right, so let's open her up. And what have we here? It looks like we have what's called a, wait for it, a Tower Carnival mini donut maker. That's right. I decided to buy myself a mini donut maker so that way I can make my own donuts and not have to rely on corporate trash like Krispy Kreme, Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons, or even Starbucks. So are these packets from Amazon? No, actually, these packets you can get directly from the website and Molecular, which is a German-based company. So if you go to molecular.com, they'll have all types of products from NMN to TMC and a lot of other natural products. And the best thing about it is that this is pure NMN. There is no preservatives, no artificial ingredients, and nothing that's used to taint the original texture of the compound. So this I got. Funny story about this. When I went to when I went to order this, well, sorry, actually, after I ordered it and then it was supposed to be on delivery, I had to wait for about an hour in the rain. Luckily, I was like underneath a building outside so I could see whether the package was coming in. And then I get a phone call, and then it turns out that the delivery man was right across from where I was, but he couldn't find the building itself. So I managed to so I went out, and then this is what I got. So this donut maker. So another reason why I bought this is because I've been getting addicted to donuts, and I want to make sure that I can buy only, you know, I can only make healthy ones, just with flour, and try not to make anything fried or use any artificial ingredients or anything that will calcify my arteries. So let's take a look. And yes, I'm aware that there's tape. Shut up. All right, let's open her up. And here we are. Our very own donut maker. Really simple, actually. It kind of reminds me of my grilled cheese maker. Wow, these are really, really small. And these were actually, I believe this was a 33% off. So I ended up buying them for 18 euros instead of having to pay 25 euros, which is pretty good. And, I just sprinkle something, put some flour, and it's all set. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to doing this. Also, the another reason why was maybe I might be thinking of working part time, helping the donut store that's near me, and sort of bring in a few samples just to see whether the people like it, and then if they do, then I'll just make more of them. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, that's it for the gifts. So now I want you to focus on my food. Those will probably be better than those greasy six-pack donuts. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. The way I'm going to be making them is I'm not going to be using any preservatives whatsoever. So I'm not going to be using baking powder at all. The only thing I would use as a rising agent would be like just baking soda, like sodium bicarbonate, because baking powder, what I found out is that it has a lot of silica in it as a preservative, and unfortunately, silica also gets broken down and then turns into into aluminum, and then the aluminum will end up causing Alzheimer's in the long run. So no thanks. Otherwise, stare at my food. Stare at my food. I desire some milky cleavage to go well with my steak. Yeah, I literally just finished this 10 minutes before I went live. So this is as fresh as it comes. This one I decided to make meat. I believe I made it between rare and medium rare. Let's see how it tastes. Start with the lettuce. Mm. 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 What else has silica in it? Mm. A lot of things actually have silica. I just trying to think what specifically. Um, I think certain bath salts have silica in it as well. Certain brands, anyways, and then a lot of other baking ingredients can have silica. I think anything that's sort of used how they have little silicone patches to sort of keep the keep vitamins and minerals clean. But the difference is they sort of keep that separate from the vitamin itself. I've been trying to avoid all aluminum. That's good. That's very good, Cement. So first step in avoiding aluminum is when it involves cooking. So when it comes to cooking, Do not use any aluminum pans because, of course, when you cook anything in aluminum, the aluminum gets coated in the food. You eat that, and then it gets absorbed into your brain as well. Deodorants, like many popular brands of deodorants, like Gillette, they'll have aluminum in it. Try to do avoid those brands, and then also, yeah, any sort of cookware. Um, if you're going to use cookware, make sure it's either ceramic or copper plated, because copper plated, it won't it's not going to get coated into the food. Oh boy, this stupid stick. Okay, leave it like that. There we go. Ooh, leaking everywhere. See how it turned out. The fake. Ooh, looks looking rare. I like that. What do you think? Mm-mm. I use okay, good. I use cast iron. Yes, yes, that's what I was talking about. Cast iron would be the other one. Cast iron is good, and then ceramic, because that's what they used to use in the 1800s to cook food. Mm. 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 Oh man, this steak is delicious. That steak is definitely delicious. Mm-mm-mm. Look at that. Look at that. I know. Also settles an argument like nothing else. Mm. Yep, I managed to perfect a recipe for my steak. So I'm only going to be using ribeye steaks, and I decide to grill each side 3 minutes. When I go halfway, after grilling one side with olive oil, I decide to put in some butter, melt it, and then I baste the other side, and then do that for 3 minutes, and then for about 30 seconds, I quickly baste the side that was already grilled, fried first, and then of course I add in some parsley on top. Joking. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Yep, ribeye is definitely my number three because of the shank that they get the ribeye from. Delicious. Mm. Tomatoes themselves. My dad would always, cut a tomato, put some garlic, some salt, and olive oil. Delicious. Mm. I was thinking of the scene from Throw Mama from the Train where Danny DeVito hits Billy Crystal with the frying pan. Yeah, I watched that when I was younger. My dad loved that film, but watching it again, like later on, I just saw like how much of a simp Billy Crystal was. But then again, he's always he's always looked like some kind of beta cuck to me. My funniest scene is when Danny DeVito blew the trumpet in his mom's face, and then she woke up saying, I was having a nightmare. There were trumpets everywhere." That was pretty funny. Oh yeah, I was gonna also update you. And then I think also when he introduces himself, Billy Crystal, to his mom, where he says, "Oh, who are you? I'm his cousin. He doesn't have any cousins." "Oh, well then I'm his friend. He doesn't have any friends." And then he explains along the line of, "Well, I mean, I'm his friend." "Well, that's because you're a piece of shit," or something along the lines like that. I also had to make two steaks because the conference I'm going to, and they're not going to be serving any food. However, um, I did order some donuts from that donut place. Uh, a friend of mine there made 30 mini donuts to share with the people over there. The conference is, I think, like this networking is going to be like a huge opportunity for what's going to happen in the future in terms of like what I'd like to do for the rest of my life. Because quite frankly, well, I mean, I've already been sick of like allopathic medicine for quite some time, but this natural path, I think, is going to be the future. And the best thing is I don't have to get involved with mainstream bullshit. I like when she came up with the perfect word sultry when he had writer's block for months. Hmm. Writer's block. You mean writer's cramp? I think you mean writer's cramp. Um, Cement. Right, there we go. Probably going to be on for like a couple of more minutes, and then I got to get ready for the seminar, or sorry, the conference. Otherwise, yeah. So I'll probably stay on for like 6 more minutes. I really wanted to do this later, but unfortunately, the transportation is going to be very tricky. I have to first take a train for 40 minutes, and then only from there will my ride pick me up from there. No, writer's block means you can't think of what to write. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. The first thing that came to mind was sultry. He kept typing the night was, then couldn't come up with the word next word. Wow. And if Tug was live right now, he'd be uh, he'd be watering his mouth over my meat. That's right. You heard what I said. I can make a damn good ribeye. Mm-mm-mm. I love me some ribeye, the kind that oh my lovely wife might likes to make. Oh, she's darn tootin' all the time with her meat. Well, the fatness was cooked perfectly, and I love it. Very very tasty, very savory. Just right. Glad you enjoyed it, Cement. Of course, in order to have a flawless impersonation, you got to make sure that you drink lots of water and never to drink milk because that will congest your throat. I love me some fat. I just want to gnaw up on that fat and just let it intoxicate. Oh yeah, that looks perfectly cooked. Yeah, no, I definitely perfected the way to cook a ribeye. Like now I know like by doing 3 minutes each side and then putting the butter halfway through, you get a much more juicier steak. Because some people like putting the butter 1 minute before it finishes overall, and by then you don't have enough time to baste it. Fortunately, some parts uh, I've got a little bit stringy, but that's okay. Well, anyone else who wants to type in some final words? Otherwise, I'll be ending the stream within the next minute. Short stream today, so that's good. Better when it's shorter. All right. Well, about to end it now. Thank you all for showing up. I'm glad that you enjoyed my steak. I wish my lunch would look that good. Well, then you better get to Ireland so I can cook you some of that cement. You got to tell me in the inbox when you're coming by. Otherwise, thank you all for this, and I will see you on the next stream. Take care. Bye bye.